by me will be saved, and I will come in and go out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, who is not the shepherd, does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away. And the wolf snatches them and scatters them. The hired hand runs away because the hired hand does not care for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock, one shepherd. For this reason the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down with my own accord. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it up again. I have received this command from my Father. The Gospel of the Lord.
Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent. I remember being a child and going to Ash Wednesday service and thinking it was weird. It seems like Sunday morning, but it's nighttime. And then we got to have ashes put on our foreheads. And my dad, who was the pastor, would say something like, "You are dust, and from dust you shall return," something like that. Those were different days. Those were days of guilt and shame. The days that the church made you feel bad about who you are in a hope that it will bring you closer to God. Did it work? Maybe it worked. I had a professor at seminary who was asked when a new translation of the Bible came out, the modern English version of the Bible, and he was asked to write this bit about Genesis 1, and he was asked this because he was a Hebrew scholar, and he moved to Jerusalem, and he lived there for years as he was studying. And he tried to put himself into the mind of the author, looking out at these beautiful plains, these fertile soil. And he noticed that it said, "From dust God created the world." And he looked at the Hebrew verb, the Hebrew noun there. And actually, the Hebrew noun means choice fertile soil. How does that put a different spin on it? From choice fertile soil you have come. From the very best ingredients God formed you. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? I don't know exactly when. It was probably around the time the church became the official religion of the empire. And under Constantine in the 4th century, the church went from running and hiding in secret and worshiping in graveyards and catacombs to being the official religion of the Holy Roman Empire. And all of a sudden we had to learn about how to be an institution. And how do we manage all of these new converts? The Roman Emperor said, if you become a Christian, you don't have to work on the Sabbath. So they went from like maybe 1,000 Christians to everyone. And the people with the most faith, the people who had been martyred for their faith, or nearly martyred, or standing up for their faith, were so sickened by this transition that they left. They went out into the desert and formed small monastic communities. That did not make the church better in Rome. And so Rome needed a way to control people. And so over time, the official theology became the doctrine of original sin. You are born awful, junk. Obviously, whoever came up with that did not read Hebrew, did not understand the creation stories, but it was certainly a good motivator to get people to give money, to get people to fall in line, to get people to do what they wanted them to. Is that why Jesus came? To make us feel bad about ourselves? He was in front of Pharisees and his disciples and other people, and he said, I am the good shepherd. We are like sheep. A loving relationship between God and sheep. At one point, he tells a story about a shepherd who has 99 sheep, which I think that might be a lot. When Sharon and I were in Albania last year, we saw lots of shepherds, actual shepherds with their sheep. And I don't think they had more than about 20 or 30 sheep, and they looked like they were struggling. But this guy had 100 sheep, and one of them wandered off. If it were me as the shepherd, I'm not the good shepherd, I'm something less than the good shepherd, I would have said, well, we still have 99. Because if I leave, we're not going to have 99 when I return. The point of the story is that everyone matters. You are not junk. In the words of Jesse Jackson, you are somebody. When you come forward and you receive the ashes on your forehead, it is my hope that you will realize what a gift you are to this world. And every day that you are on this side of the dirt, I hope you use the gifts God has given you to brighten the world for others, to be a good sheep, one that is loved and one that loves.